Hello and welcome. This is part one of five for my topics vlog for the NCH Software. And for this first one that I'm going to be covering, this is going to cover the Copper point of sales software. So, before I really get into the video itself of myself kind of playing around with it and whatnot, because I feel like that's the best way to really show anything off, I just kind of want to cover the differences between a cash register and a point of sales terminal or system, otherwise known as POS, which likely for the rest of this intro and some of the points of the video, I'm likely going to refer it as a POS. And it's not, what you think it is. So, to kind of cover over the differences, for one thing, I'm pretty sure most of us this day and age, for any big box store or most businesses that are out there now, a lot of them are more than likely utilizing a POS system more so than a cash register. Cash register, otherwise known as a till, is really a system that just processes transactions and applies any applicable taxes involved with that. And technically, both of them do that. And, at the end of the day, if you're running a business, a shop, anything like that, that's usually your big reason why you would either want to get a cash register or a POS system for your business. So, to kind of cover over these differences and whatnot, for a cash register, it's a very basic piece of equipment, mind you. It's meant to do transactions and mostly handle cash transactions. But granted, it can handle other things, but the system itself really wouldn't be able to. So, just right off the bat, the thing with a cash register is that it's really simple to operate, easy to set up. You could just pull it out of the box. The most programming you might have to do is apply any kind of applicable taxes for your region. So, if you got, state and county taxes and things like that of the sort, you can program that for both of the systems. And, and that's it. I mean, for a cash register, you do that, you're ready to go. All you got to do is, have a till in it, some money to make change, and off you go. Unlike for a POS system, the thing is that there is a lot more setup for that, and you're going to kind of see that too with the continuation of this video, because it's going to be a little long. It's probably going to be a little over 2 hours long, and most of it is just me playing around with it. So there is a lot of setup with point of sales systems, and the reason for that is it kind of comes down to inventory management. That's a huge selling item for POS systems. It can manage your inventory, and or depending on how you have things set up, it can either auto order things, or you can run reports and things like that. And then hey, what is selling more, what is going on, and things like that. As well as, with the setup itself, if you have discounts or coupons or anything like that, well, a POS system will be able to apply those on the fly, or a lot better than a cash register. A cash register can apply discounts and coupons and things like that if your business accepts it. But it's on to go on the fly with a POS system. Now, a cash register, technically, for any of them that are out there, even the most basic ones, one thing about a cash register is that it has these additional keys called department keys. And pretty much these department keys themselves, that is what really puts that sale or that transaction or number of items for that transaction onto the order before before your subtotal and a payment's made for it. So the thing is that with the department keys, the most basic cash registers might have maybe 10 or 20 department keys. And the way how you can think about that is a department key is however that you set up your business. I know that term department key is a little off-putting and whatnot, but the thing is that technically you can have that set up for department. So if you're a grocery store, well, you could have like produce, home goods, dairy and things like that, and you can set that up with those department keys. Now, granted, and mind you, for department keys, they're usually just numbered. So it would be up to your a training program or teaching people, hey, if somebody is getting something from produce, that's always department number 10. Or you might see it where, which I mean, and it's like I said, you really don't see cash registers around anymore. You might remember maybe back in the day or some of the really smaller shops or something, they might have a tag on the item or something that might say like department number, and then it might have a number on there. And that's just to help aid the cashier when inputting in the item. So the other thing too with the simplicity of a cash register as compared to a POS as well is that with a cash register you have to manually input everything. What is the price, what department it goes in, is there coupons, is there whatever. Unlike for a point of sales, well, that and most of them use UPC scanners. So okay, we'll just scan the item or scan the coupon or scan whatever or put it on the scale and say what it is, and it'll just do it for you. So that's kind of the other thing too with that is it is simple, but there is a lot more manual entry and involvement as compared to a point of sales terminal. So the other thing too between these two is also the price difference. Now it kind of depends on what you do and whatnot. So granted, a cash register, it's an all-in-one unit. It's ready to go. You got everything that you need to start your business or start transactions or however that have you may. And usually it's a lot more affordable than a POS system. Now, granted, a POS system through and through, it's just a computer running software. That's it. For the most part, it's computer running software. You might be around and about too, where if it's a food truck or maybe a private vendor or you're at like a pop-up tent or something like that. And, a point of sales can also be as small as a tablet or a phone. The perfect example is the Square application and or additional attachments to process cards and things like that. Those can also be considered as point of sales systems and terminals too, because they could do the same thing as any other point of sales. So the price difference can vary. Typically, for a cash register, it's usually cheaper than an actual POS system. Now, granted, you could do it on any computer or system or tablet or anything, so it depends on the date of the technology. Usually to run the system, you don't need anything that's high specifications. That's one reason why you could do it off of a smartphone or a tablet. It doesn't need any high specifications or anything like that. So where the price starts to add up for a point of sales system is, well, what as a business, what are you doing? What are you selling? What are your goods? And, something like, let's say produce. Well, you want to have a scale, and sure, for a cash register, you would have a scale, maybe off to the side, but you would want a scale that can integrate to the point of sales terminal more than likely, so you could just weigh it and just say, hey, bananas are on the scale. And then it'll know, okay, so the weight of X times whatever the price is, okay, this is how much the customer will be charged for this. So it's when you start adding all that extra peripherals and things like that. And the thing is for those items, they're specific for a POS system. So they're usually a little bit more higher priced than, if you just get a regular scale, or if you get like a UPC scanner, or if you want to really mix up your business and you want to do a UPC scanner with a QR scanner, which I really haven't seen any businesses switch to that. It's something that's relatively, well, I say relatively new. It's been out for a little bit now, but I think really the QR scanners is more for a manufacturing aspect, more so than it is for grocery stores. Everybody still operates off barcodes with UPCs and things like that. So, kind of like what I talked about. So the attachments with extra interfaces, with a regular cash register, you just get that unit. So if you want to process, let's say, credit cards or anything like that, you're going to need an additional unit regardless to process that digitally. Which, sometimes with the card readers and things like that individually, depends on where you buy them or where you get them. Obviously, there's fees to process cards. There's rental fees sometimes unless you buy the units outright, and sometimes those things can cost a lot. Even the most basic magnetic strip card reader, if that's the only unit that you have, then sure, you could do that. And and if this is kind of interesting you just a little bit for when it comes to card readers and things, obviously we now have the chip cards and the radio frequency cards and things like that for contactless pay and things like that. And usually the thing is yeah, your credit or debit card might have a magnetic strip still, but that's really those businesses that doesn't pay for those extra items, or options, you could say, to process those cards. And don't get me wrong, if the business themselves has one of those multi-purpose card reader units, so can take a chip or wirelessly or a magnetic strip, usually with a bank, if they see that that unit can process more than that, since usually fraud happens with magnetic strips, it'll usually lock the card out. And I'm pretty sure some people might have heard of that before. Well, Laz, that's crazy to still think that magnetic strips are still an acceptable thing. Well, yeah, if your point of sales system only processes magnetic cards or cards with magnetic strips, it's not going to flag the bank or tell it, hey, there's something weird going on, or this could be a fraudulent transaction. It'll know, oh, okay, this system or this business only has things like that. But granted, from a business standpoint and aspect, at least from what I've kind of heard over the past few years, and I usually don't keep up with things like that, or like this specifically, but usually, if you have like insurance on fraudulent transactions or things for the business, well, the magnetic strip isn't really covered anymore. So technically, if somebody did steal a card and or stole the magnetic data off of a card and put it onto another card and then use that elsewhere, and if it was flagged as a fraudulent charge, well, remember, the bank's going to get their money back. So if you don't have insurance as a business for that, well, you just lost money. So that's kind of the other reason why a lot of businesses really just don't use that means or methods anymore, because that's not really covered by insurance anymore. Now it's all about the chips and things like that. So that's kind of a little interesting factoid there, I guess you could say, for that. So, it's like I said, those are the other benefits as well, is that you get those attachments with those different interfaces that most everybody's using, as well as it creates kind of an easy use for the employee and the customer too, when it comes to checking it out, or checking out just in general. So I guess one of the final points I want to cover about cash registers and POSs comparatively is the scalability. So here's the thing. A cash register, yes, it's ready to go out of the box and whatnot. Let's say you're going to open up a small shop And you want to have, where if it's checkout lanes or availability or whatever. Okay, so we'll have 2 checkout lanes or 2 checkout stations or whatever that you want to call them, 2 checkout areas. Okay, so now that's 2 cash registers that we are going to have. And then, just for shits and giggles to streamline customer experience, we'll have another cash register that will handle refunds. Okay, sounds pretty simple. Okay, so that's about 3 cash registers is what you're going to need. You purchase them. Still, relatively with the price difference, that's probably still cheaper than getting POS systems and whatnot. But the thing is if you want to get bigger, okay, now you got to keep buying these same units, which, just like for cars or technology in general, well, that particular cash register, well, it's a product run of a certain model that's only going to be ran for so long. That's only going to get the hardware support for so long and parts and things like this. If anything breaks and you don't have it, well, then that's going to be a problem. And you might be thinking too, but with scalability though, well, cash register is a cash register. What would it matter? It can just process it the way how, for anything, I can always just cash it out and go. And you absolutely can, but it's based on how you have your business set up. Kind of like what I talked about earlier with departments and department keys. Okay, let's say we go with this same scenario again with the 3 cash registers, except for, they decided to divide their inventory into 50 departments. Okay, that means you have to purchase a cash register that has a minimum of 50 departments. Okay. All right. And now let's say over time, maybe 5 years or something like that, okay, you decide to expand on inventory and things, and, it starts getting a little weird and you want to track things a little better. And then you decide, okay, so now we really need like 15 more departments. Okay, so now we got a problem on our hands because all of our departments are covered already. This cash register can only process 50. And now, now we need 65 if you add 15 more, at least according to math. That's where scalability kind of becomes an issue with a cash register, as well as, if something becomes dated or if you even want to scale back. Okay, well, now we can do whatever. Okay, yeah, then you just don't have to use those department keys or anything. But remember, as you downgrade with a cash register, it's set the way it is. And not all cash registers operate the same way as well. Some of them, what I would like to call the Cadillac of registers, they might have 100 department keys, and you can customize the department key where you can actually give it a name and it'll show up on the receipt as that, and you can have your business name on it, maybe even a simple logo or something like that. Very eye-catching, very rememberable for the customer experience, right? Sure, absolutely. Okay, well, now you found out that, okay, so my Sharp model XD 750 or whatever, I'm just making up a number here, is now discontinued. And now for my business where I have 3 of these, I really need 2 more because now I get a higher customer influx. And now they got the 100 models, but they don't do all the same features as the one before that. So, this one simplifies it where now I can't have my business logo on it anymore. It just doesn't support that function. And, some of these Cadillac of registers too, some of them might even have a USB port on there. So, if you use like an accounting software or something, you could just transfer your reports and everything on there and then calculate everything. Okay, cool. So if we look at the POS side of things for this, the scalability is much more manageable. For one thing, if you're a brick and mortar store, okay, so you're pretty much using a computer system, a basic computer system that can just run the software and that can interface with all of any additional hardware or components that you need, like a card reader or a scanner or, whatever, a scale, however, and whatever. Okay, cool. That's great. Well, the thing is if you want to upgrade or downgrade, well, that's not a problem. Because with the actual POS program itself, if you want to expand on departments, you absolutely can. The sky's the limit. It's pretty much whatever the limitations of that software program can do is your maximum limitations. And now you're just not dealing with hardware. And that's the thing too, is even if you're scaling down on a business, well, for a computer, you can resell a computer. A cash register is something that is more difficult to resell or reuse in a different means or manner. And that's where the scalability kind of varies greatly. So, yeah. I know it's a little weird for me to kind of cover this initially at the start, but the thing is that I for whomever just happens to, come across this video and whatnot, it's to kind of cover that aspect of the differences between the two, because, I don't think a lot of people are business savvy. I don't think a lot of people really look into these things. And look, I'm only as good as I am with this because I'm really into business and operations and products and things like this. I've always been like that since I was just a wee little young dragon hatchling. And, that's the only reason why I just am so knowledgeable about this. I usually... I don't keep up on the most up-to-date systems or anything. It's not like I'm a sales rep for any of this stuff. But I typically look at these practices and see, whoa, okay, well, I could see the benefits and the pros and cons of that. But, really, ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm just reviewing this program because it caught my interest, and that's the reason why it's caught my interest, is just because I'm interested in that kind of thing and whatnot, and I thought I'd just kind of clear that up with the audience that's going to watch this, that there are vastly differences between the two. In the end, they're there just to handle transactions of any sort. And, ultimately, in my honest opinion, is, when you're running a business and whatnot, well, you got to pay taxes, you got to apply things here and there and whatnot. Well, having a cash register or a POS system just simplifies that. Regardless of whichever direction that you go, it just makes it easier. You don't have to think about it. It'll run a report to tell you, okay, hey, look, this is how much was in taxes, this is how many sales you did, and whatnot. It's just if you want something more specific for inventory management or financials and whatnot, well, a POS is much more suited for that. If you're doing something basic, don't really care, or, just want to be able to just kind of process transactions, look professional, or handle cash or whatever, a cash register can obviously do that. You just might need additional resources in order to make that happen. So without further ado, we're going to transition into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy me fumbling around with this program. It was really fun. All right, so yeah, I'm finally getting to these topic things, and this is just me going to be browsing around. We're just going to see the whole process as it unfolds, and go from there. So this is going to be a 1 of 5 series. I kind of forgot I got 5 pieces of software for this. So for this one, we are going to install the Copper point-of-sale software, and let's see what this thing can do. So let's check out the installation process, see how well that's going to go. Let's see, so we got the EULA, I can minimize that, don't really need that. Wait, yeah, I accept. Let's see, so it starts off with a quick start wizard here, and welcome to Copper. To get started, please enter your business details to be printed on receipts and reports. Very nice. Okay, let's I'll put Dragon Networks down since yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Sure, there we go. Let's see here. Set up an administrator account. Yeah, let's just do this. Oh. Okay. Last Dragon then. Entering email will allow you to recover. Yeah, because I know I'll remember that. Click here to start. Okay, so this is pretty interesting so far. So before I'm going to click here to start, let's see what kind of things we have here. And, granted, this isn't a purchase thing, so let's see. We got log on, register software. Kind of makes sense. Pretty much, minimize the run in the background when you need it or just turn it off. Reports, which I'm pretty sure as we get things going, we're going to have, transactions, salespeople items, taxes, payable items. Let's see, view transactions, drafts, items, salespeople, customers, security log, Explorer bar. I think that's like down here. Oh wow, restaurant. That's kind of neat. So terminal, menus and tables, tools, backup, restore data, refunds and options. And then we got all of our help stuff, which, I may or may not look into that. I mean, I'm the kind of person I like playing around with things and seeing how it goes. So, yeah. Okay, well, let's log on. And, okay, so now we logged on and, now we got a lot more options and things going on, which totally makes sense. So create your first item, which totally makes sense. So we got create item, add a salesperson, configure options. Then we got transactions for open transactions list, refunds list, items, add new items, add coupons, salespeople, and then reports. So tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to, just to kind of give it a real world scenario, because I can tell you, you don't want to have administrative privileges or anything like that. So let's just add a salesperson first and foremost. And I'm hoping, oh cool, yeah, and then boom, there's your privileges, so that's perfect. Let's say, let's see. Let's do, and I'll bet it's going to need a last name or something. So that's also the call. That's interesting. Call people. What if I click call? What is that going to? Please enter. So okay, I think it would call them or something. I don't know. I'll bet it's going to need a last name since it asks for that as well. All right, salesperson, will that let? No, I actually have to add. Let's add a Robert Smith as our salesperson. Let's save. Okay. So cool. So now we got another guy added. Let's check out items, because I'm pretty sure if we log off, we can log back in, and then it's just going to work. So let's add an item, shall we? So let's see here. Oh, I wonder if I should configure tax tables and stuff first, or maybe you can add taxes to this. Let's see here. So let's say, let's see here. I'm going to keep it mostly Dragon Networks themed, you know, from when I did it then. So hold on, let me take a look and see, because I had a pricing list from way back then. So let's do item code. Okay, so I think I'm going to do 100 for the item code, and then we'll do program. We'll say program installation repair, and at least then I was doing it at $6 a pop. And at least the sales tax for my area is 7%. And then let's hit OK. So I'm going to add some items. Okay, only had me add one item, but I know I can add more items and things, which I will. But since we got the to-do list, check out the configure options. Let's see what's going on here with the configure options. Just kind of going down the thing. So we got our general business name, registered number. I don't know if that's things, or, you know, like, I don't know if that's supposed to be like a tax ID, or if that's like, you know, whatever that you have. Oh, image files. Okay. What kind of image files? Because I do have. So do bitmap, GIF, JPEG, portable networks graphic. And you know what? Let me see here. I might have. I don't think I would have it there. Let's see here. Because I am pretty sure. Now I'm just trying to remember what I could have saved. Let's see if I have my old Dragon Networks logo, which I know I have copies of and stuff, because that's pretty much the picture that you see for the administrator account on the website. That's the Dragon Networks logo from then. So hold on, let's see here. I can't really remember, to be honest. Hold on, let me try to see if I can find it here real quick. Yeah, hold on, guys. So I know I have it. I wonder. You know, I think I know where to go, actually. I'm going to just go to the actual images, avatars. Is this the one? Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I just kind of went to the back door there, and, you know, the website, and we'll just use that one. So let's actually just go to downloads and let's select this. Let's use that, since it's giving us an option for a logo. Okay, so we got report send settings, where you can set up emails and all that other stuff if you want. At least for me, pretty simple to do. Send email with software, if not available from web access, or you could just do the direct web access. And in fax settings, because, let's see, send faxes, you need an electronic gateway. Okay, so this is probably VoIP stuff. Let's check out recommended. Okay, so you could get a fax program if you want to do that, or you could just, yeah, I mean, no surprise. You pretty much need like VoIP or something like that for that to work. Okay, so we can run Copper automatically when you log in. That's cool. Don't care. Enable touchscreen buttons. We got a touchscreen. Enable system touchscreen keyboard. That's pretty cool. Let's see. We got transactions. Oh, cool. You can set up a transaction number. Let's see. Credit card labels. Got. What if it's none? Credit card label cash. I'll just say credit. Let's see. Activate and redeem gift cards. Yeah. I used to do something like that too when I was doing Dragon Networks. And let's see, prefixes. That's very interesting. We'll just start it at 1. I think we'll just start that at 1. Let's see, receipts. Let's see, we got receipt details. Use the tab. Oh, use this tab to set the text to appear on the receipts and to manage receipt layouts. Well, that's cool. You could do small size receipts. So, if you have like an actual receipt printer, and then, hey, what's your paper width and stuff, which, I mean, I don't have a receipt printer. Never had one the entire time. Just kind of printed those as a PDF and emailed them to my clients when when I had to do all that stuff. Let's see, size margins, always print receipts, default, without the print dialog. Yeah, let's see the salesperson, man. Yeah, how about let's see, in order to preview. Sure. Oh, wow. Contact, I'm pretty sure you can edit that. I know the Dell Harris POS program that I have on the website, it can let you customize things, but it's all DOS based. So the thing is, you wouldn't really be able to add logos, but you could add things and move things around and whatnot. But wow, yeah, that's a professional. It looks pretty good, at least for, that for a receipt. I know it's a little big and whatnot. So here's receipt text, which makes sense since we've seen that there, receipt text on titles. Let's see. What do you want to change in the adjacent field? Okay, that's cool. Quantities, discount, a column, salesperson, subtotal, refund number, store copy. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'm really going to change anything, but that's kind of cool that you could do that because if you did, because I mean, pretty much when I was doing Dragon Networks and stuff, yeah, it was receipts, but it was more like an invoice more so than anything else that I just use it for. Let's see here. We got comments and then foot comments. So align to the center, which I kind of like that. Let's see. Please contact us for more information about this receipt. And thank you for your business. I think those are fine. Okay, cool. Tax. Okay. So let's see here. Sales tax system, single rate. And granted, it's 7%. At least for living in Florida, we don't have we do have sales tax, but we don't have like state tax and county tax or anything like that. So that's cool that they have that if you do have that kind of option. Let's see here, tax options by default items have this tax rate. Sales tax. And item prices are tax inclusive. Presumed to already have. Item prices are tax inclusive. Presumed to already include tax. Yeah, sure. And credit card gateways. That's cool. Online credit card gateways. So this is pretty much if you want to add, card readers and terminals and card terminals and things. I wonder how. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that. So, yeah, So we're just gonna have to kind of roll without it, which is fine anyways. It's not like I could process any cards anyway unless I have an account set up and all that other stuff. But that's cool. So you could set up a card gateway. Let's see here, regional stuff, which totally makes sense. Decimal points, currency order, currency digits, numbers of decimal places. You can apply rounding if you want to be one of those special people. Printed, legal. Nah, make that letter. This is interesting. So application synchronization access. Allow access to Copper point of sale software on a local network. And allow access to Copper point of sale from an internet cloud access. Well, that's cool. If you want to do that, then you can. So this is kind of the function that you can do if you want to have multiple sales terminals connected, and you can pretty much if you're kind of tracking inventory or something. But that's the thing too, is I think for the Copper program, it works with the Inventoria. I think it's the name of the other program, which I know I didn't get because I'm not that interested in inventory, and then it can kind of track and do things and all that other stuff. So that's the big benefit for doing that for sure. And then we got sync apps, which do not synchronize items. Yeah, not worried about it. Yeah, see, there you go. Inventory stock management software. It works with that, really. That would be the benefit, is then you can have a centralized server or a back office server, or if you wanted to, I guess with the cloud services you could do that if you have a corporate store or something like that. If you want to go through all that fun mumbo jumbo stuff, but yeah, then you can get all that set up and whatnot, which for this I'm not worried about doing that. So okay, that's cool. I kind of like that. That's pretty feature rich there. Okay, so let's add more items for sure. So nice with the to-do thing. It kind of makes sense. It's a little weird that you got that as a to-do thing, but then it's like a one and done thing for adding an inventory. But it totally makes sense because you could just go down here and do that, or I'm pretty sure now everything's all open here. So those are reports. This is view. Restaurants. I'm really curious about the restaurant thing, honestly. And options is probably the same thing. I was just curious. Okay, cool. So, all right. Seems pretty straightforward. At least for somebody like me, seems pretty straightforward. So, let's add another item. I'm going to add another item, and then I'm going to open up the items list and see if I can add items through that, because that might be the best way of doing that. So let's see, we got 101 hardware repair and or removal at $6. And I know before I did that, but now I think I can just say sales tax, which this is probably good now to go to our open items list, because now, whoa. Oh, maybe I didn't read it right. Okay, it's okay. Good thing I opened this. Okay, so I can go to here, go to edit. Oh, that was a discount. Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, that totally makes sense. So 0, nothing at all. And then just default sales tax at 7% we set up before. Okay, so I wasn't paying attention at all. Ooh, coupons. Okay, so what's a coupon? Let's see. So you got coupon codes, coupon description. Totally makes sense. When does it expire on? That's pretty fucking cool. Let's see here. So you got the discount price and tax group. Let's see here. So an example, a manufacturer's coupon, the customer must pay the tax on the full price. Okay. So it would remove whatever value, but then would say still put sales tax on it. That's pretty nifty. Or then you can have, discount coupon is a percentage you could put down. So if you say, hey, 10% off or something, which, to be honest, once when I add some stuff in here, I'm definitely going to say, or I'm going to definitely add a coupon just to kind of play around with it. To be honest, when I was doing Dragon Networks, I never had coupons. I just never did. So, yeah. So let's just add this other stuff here, and I know it might get a little crazy with the inventory thing, not really inventory, but I guess the sales items and whatnot. So let's see here. So I got 103, and that is on-site PC support. And I forget. I think on-site now has, because it's supposed to be 2 words, but let's see. What did I do then? Okay, so this is going to be interesting because technically when I did on-site PC support then, it was a $17 charge then. So that had tax. And then technically, I had mileage too, plus the service performed. So, which for the service performed, that's not that bad. So the 103, I'm going to make that into the on-site PC support, just as this. And then the 104, this is actually going to have our, this is going to be our mileage. So I'll just say mileage rate, and I'm going to put 60 cents. You know what? And I'm going to say none, because I don't think you can do that or whatever. It's fine. So I think I'll put mileage rate, on-site support. There we go. Mileage rate for on-site support. And then we got our 104 for the mileage rate, because granted, it's plus the services performed. So that's things like the installation and all that other stuff. And I skipped over 102, which that is operating systems. Yeah, operating system. Oh, whoop. 102? Yes, 102. And that one back then I did operating systems. Operating system repair. Okay, and that one was a unit rate of like $12 for each instance with tax. Sales tax, boop. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and then let's see here. Then I have what else can I add here? Let's see. And I'm probably only going to include my problem items for this, because technically, you know, I do have a pretty hefty list, and you know, we're just kind of trying it out. So I don't want to get too involved or anything, because it's not like I'm getting back into the business or anything. So technically, my problem items, I have I always used item numbers like 100 through 105. So 105 is going to be on-site networking, and that also included the 104, because since it was on-site, I charged mileage and whatever any problem issues that was there as well back in the day. So, okay, so this is on-site networking. Whoop, and I'm already messing that up. That should be my item number. Let's see, how much was that again? $29 with tax. Yeah, and I didn't, yeah, you know. Cool. All right. I think for now this is fine. So I guess let's add a coupon. You know, one or two, I don't know. We'll see how many we can have here. So, but I guess before we do that, like, what do we have? So we got, add new item, add new coupon, delete item, import from CSV, and then help for just general help things and whatnot. Yeah, but let's add a coupon. Why not? Let's add a coupon. Oh, I don't know, because I never really did coupons. Like I did gift cards, but the gift cards were really just credit. You know, credit for your next service or anything. You know, payment options and things. I would track it through a gift card-esque kind of system. Okay, so let's give ourselves a coupon code, and I'm probably gonna have to write this down, because I don't know how coupons are going to work in this. So let's say, oh, I don't fucking know. And I wonder if it could be like letters and shit too. I guess let's try. Okay, let's try doing, let's see. I'm just trying to figure out something. Okay. Okay, so let's just try doing this. So 2A E3 C B 0, because you know we love making it confusing, and if somebody's trying to cheat the system or something, I guess, then you don't want to make it easy, like, oh well, it's 1 or 5 or 10 or you know, and I guess we could try a scanner with this. I do have a scanner off to the side, and I guess we could see if that works or if we can't integrate a scanner. I just don't know if that's going to work or not. Yeah. So let's see here. So I don't know. Let's say 10% service discount. 10% service discount. There we go. And I don't know. Let's do November 30th this year. And you know what? I know it probably sounds nice, but I already said 10%. And, you know, I don't want to deal with, you know, whatever that's going to be. Oh, I did that. Okay, there we go. That, and let's just hit OK. Okay, cool. So it just adds it here. So for the shits and giggles, to be honest, since I have a scanner, I'm gonna go grab that and I'm gonna plug it in, and hopefully it's just gonna work. I know it doesn't really need. Excuse me. I know it doesn't really need drivers or anything, but I just want to plug it in because obviously, you know, I didn't see anything in the settings for a barcode scanner or anything, but barcode scanners scan things and put them down as text. So, and obviously, well, barcodes and UPC codes aren't really that hard to come by because they're virtually on everything. So let me go get my scanner and let's see how well this is going to go real quick. Okay, and I'm back. Obviously, I got the barcode scanner and it appears to be working. And I'm not gonna lie, this thing hums. Wow, this thing's really humming. But it's working. So what I'm kind of curious is if I scan it, is it going to autofill something? Because technically, it's going to pick up content as if it is in text. So let's try. Just like I said, just for the shits and giggles. So for the item code here, I got a pack of batteries that I'm going to scan. Whoop. 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 Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Okay, so that just did a whole bunch of everything. Okay, so that... Yeah, and I had another thing nearby that was just scanning, so that's why everything just kind of went to insane, because usually with barcode scanners, it'll scan and then it presses enter. So it probably just hit go and then it found the other thing that was scanning, and then I think it just closed the other thing out. So, whoopsie doodles. Sorry. Items? Okay, never mind. I was looking under reports. I'm just trying to be famous to use a toolbar, but really, really, you have everything here, and this is where everybody's going to use things, is right here. I guess you could close that. I really don't want to close that, because then I don't know what the hell is going to happen. Unless it's right there or whatever, which I guess it's right there. So, never mind. Okay, so I think we might have to type this in. But before we type that in, we're going to do a quick little test here. And we're going to open up Notepad, because we want to see how the barcode scanner is actually really going to work. So, and this is a little trick that I've learned and whatnot. And this is how you can also find out, okay, does this work? Because you could program barcode scanners to do tab or do whatever and whatnot, but in most cases for barcode scanners, if you want to program them, you usually got to print out a sheet that has special UPC codes, and then you scan it, and then it just knows, okay, that's a program change. So not not all barcode scanners are sophisticated and whatnot that have settings that can say, hey, I want it to do this or XYZ and whatnot. So there's a little bit of background for that. So let's just see real quick with me grabbing these batteries, how is this behaving actually? Okay, so that's what it's doing. So it is putting in the exact number with no spaces or whatever, like how it usually would, and it just presses enter, which makes sense. Okay, so to make this easy, I'm just going to copy this. I'll minimize that, go back here, put the item code here, and let's see, what is this? This is AA 36 pack, if I could spell pack, AA batteries. There we go. I fucking don't know how much these go for. I bought them in a while, and I know everything's expensive. I don't know. Let's say $24.99. $24.99. Why not? We'll do $24.99, and then we'll add sales tax. Okay. Let's see. Scanning things. Okay. Let's get these here. Okay, so we got that, and we know that presses enter. Let's just scan this. There we go. Okay. Get a copy. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do, because then it's going to press enter, and then once one presses enter, it's just going to go. And then you're not going to have a description or anything, because there's my service discount, there's the AA batteries and whatnot. So let's see. Okay, so to be honest, guys, look, I'm a smoker, so that technically was a pack of Newport shorts, is what I scanned. So I'm just going to put Newports. We're a jack of all trades. PC support company. You stressed? We got Newports. So, Newport Kings, because nobody says Kings anymore for shorts, and they're pretty fucking expensive right now. I think they're like $8.50. Not $850, $8.50 with tax. Okay, and you know what? Let's get a third thing as I stumble around and jumble around with my words. I'm looking around for anything that's kind of handy that I don't really have. I know I got a whole bunch of books over there, and I know it can scan ISBN numbers too. It's a barcode scanner. Damn, I thought I might have a game case out or something. No, of course I'm organized. Damn, I would like a third thing. Okay, I'm going to have to go get a third thing, so I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back again. Okay, so this next one I am going to scan. So this is going to be Halo 5 Guardians. There we go. Okay, and there's our famous good number there. Just get a copy of that, and then we're just going to go back here. And then we're going to add, and this is going to be my last item. This is just to mess around with whatever in the world that we're doing. Because I know you can either type in the item numbers or you can scan them, or you could type in, oh, well, my scanner isn't working or whatever, you know. Okay, so this is our code in Halo 5 Guardians. Just Halo 5. That's fine. I don't even know how much it is this day and age. Well, you know, with the actual retail, and I know people really don't like it anymore or whatever. We'll just say it's new and launch day, and it's $59.99. Cool. So I'm pretty happy with that. You know, I think we got everything pretty well figured out. You know, I think we got a good you know, list of items and stuff that's going on. So, you know, we'll see however it goes. I'm kind of curious with the 10% thing, because I'm hoping it's 10% for the whole order, but I guess we're going to see that when we get there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking of anything else. Okay, so cool. I think I'm pretty happy with this, with what we have for items, and we're just going to close this for now. Let's see, what else could we do? So we got persons. So we got salespeople, we got add a salesperson, open salesperson list, and open customer list. Let's just take a quick look at the salesperson's list so far and just kind of see what, you know, which I guess that's just kind of whatever. And, you know, so we got last name and first name. And, you know, I'm pretty sure it's just, yeah, same thing. And you can add another administrator or whatever. Okay, well, you know, it's cool. All right, I was just curious to see. Okay, now let's open a customer list. I'm kind of curious about this. See what kind of details. Okay, pretty standard, straightforward stuff. I mean, technically with the Dale Harris one, you can have customer lists or whatever. And I you know, as much sense as it made to do something like that, I never did. You know, it was just a transaction, a sale, it was done, and I had like a project number or whatever that I created and proposal numbers, and you know, I was being very professional-esque about everything. So I'm not really worried about that. This seems like pretty basic stuff. Maybe I'll add one in afterwards, maybe once we make some transactions and stuff, and see how we can add them in, or if it's going to start off with, hey, just, you know, who's your customer or whatever, because that's one of the features you could have did with the Dell Harris program was, hey, enter customer ID or enter customer name or whatever first. So yeah, okay, well, makes sense. And then we just got reports and stuff, which really we don't really have right now. So just real quick, we're going to log off. And we're going to log on as a regular salesperson, which that's kind of cool, has a drop-down list and whatnot. I could have probably just made that into a 2 or 4-digit number. Cool. And as we can see, it doesn't have all the other items and stuff. I guess you can add a new item and, you know, things like that. So yeah, let's see what's going on here. So I know we got select customer, and I get, you know, and it's like I said, I think that's if you want to do that, select item, which is cool because it brings up your whole inventory or whatever that you have in the list if you're not sure, which that's nice. That's a lot easier than the Dell Harris program, which makes sense. Manual item entry. So, you know, how the quantity, what's the item code, and the description and things, and add item permanently to the list. That's kind of cool. So I guess if you got to make any edits or anything. And gift card. What's up with gift card? Let's check out gift card real quick. We got issue gift card and check a balance. Tell you what, let's issue a gift card. Why not? Enter gift card code. Oh, fuck me. Let's see if I got another bar. Actually, no. no, maybe I will. Maybe I will have a gift card code or something. I don't think I got anything else I could scan, honestly. I don't feel like getting up anymore. All right, I'll just come up with a number. That's fine. I'll figure it out. Let's keep that out of the way of the scanner so it just doesn't start scanning things. Okay, so I don't know. Let's do 18956 or something. I don't know. Just have to write that down on the side. 18956, and let's say they get $100 balance, and we'll just add that. Okay, cool. So just first transaction. Let's get a gift card established. So one $100 gift card with that number. With no tax. Let's see here. We can adjust the quantities. That's cool. Show keypad. Oh, cool. I guess if you got like a touch screen or something, that's neat. That's pretty neat. We can adjust discounts if we want to apply a discount or something. Which I guess that's kind of nice if you get like coupons or something. I don't think you have to worry about a manager override or something like that. And shipping, you can add shipping. Oh wow, that'd be, well, I usually did everything and whatnot. Or you could save it as a draft. But tell you what we're gonna do with this one. We're gonna pay for this one, and yeah, we can hide the keypad because I'm using a keyboard, mouse, and a computer. Let's see here. So let's just do a credit card, and with $100 and payment reference. I guess you could put that in. That's really weird. And let's add that payment. And let's say record. And then that's it, I guess. Let's view the receipt. Nice. Very nice. So, transaction 1 is how we set it up. Issue date, today. The time, yeah, it's about the time. And you got one gift card with gift card number that. And there we go. Cool. Very nice. And we'll just close that. And we can click print receipt, which gives us all of our nice little printers and setups and things, which obviously I'm not really worried about printing a receipt. Excuse me. Okay, so cool. Transaction completed, right? So now we can hit new transaction. And, just for shits and giggles, how about we get a gift card? Let's check a balance here. So now we got to enter the code, which I did 18956, and let's hit retrieve. And cool, it gives us a balance. So cool. So we'll also use a gift card as we do some sales and stuff and see how it goes. So the other thing I'm already liking about this that I'm seeing is you can save it as a draft and you can do a new transaction and open. So that's what they call parking. You can park your transactions and whatnot, which now I don't know a lot of the newer point of sale systems that are out that just does not do that anymore. That's like the number one given thing now. Obviously restaurants with drive-thrus, of course they have that. And of course we're going to mess around with the restaurant setting and stuff and see what that's all about with tables and things. And, see however it goes. But, yeah, so let's just do some general sales and things. So, let's see here. So we got a guy came here and bought some shit. So, let's scan. Whoopsie. Okay, I might want to have that selected. That's perfect. Using a scanner, boom. So we got ourselves some Newport Kings. And what goes good with Newport Kings? Halo 5. Absolutely. Okay, cool. So, all right. So there. Okay, cool. So there's our whole transaction, and obviously, oh, I don't. Oh yeah, I ain't smoking anymore or whatever. Okay, cool. So then, we can just click the X to remove items, and boom, there we go. And now here we go with sales tax and everything. $56.07 is the subtotal. Okay, cool. So, you know, well, oh man, I forgot my gift card or something. Okay, let's try saving it as a draft, and let's see what that's going to do. Because I'm pretty sure that just parked the order. Because now if I hit open draft, boom, there we go. Then we can go back. So I'm kind of curious now. How many drafts can this thing save? Let's do a few, shall we? So let's see here. Okay, this guy's gonna go look for his card or whatever. Now somebody's in here. Hey man, I need like a program installation. I need 5 programs installed. Okay, let's do 101. And for this, whoops. Oh wow, cool. So you can actually just do that, and boom, $30. Okay, so let's do, hardware repair and removal. And I said program too, so I kind of already messed that up. Wait a minute. Oh, because I put in 101. See, I'm already messing up. Okay, so let's delete that. I'm sorry, my bad. Accidents happen. Let's do 100, because that's technically the program installation and repair for 5 programs, like I stated. So boom, 5, and there we go. $30. Wait. Total 30 sales taxes that. Wait a minute, something ain't right here. What the fuck? That's not how sales tax works. Well, wait. Oh, wait. Never mind. Hold on, guys. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, because. Am I an idiot? Wait. That just doesn't seem. Why does this not seem right? Yeah, it's $30 fucking dollars. 6 times 5's 30. Okay, so we already see a little bit of an issue right here that we're going to have to figure out. And that's with the sales tax. So we're going to take a look at that and see if there's a weird, interesting way that you got to do this. Because now I'm curious, because I didn't notice that until now. So, okay. So it's like, that's not how sales tax works. It's 30 times the 7%, then you add that difference to there. But here it's breaking it down. Okay, so it's $30. If it's sales tax at 30, we're going to subtract. So it's $30. Well, that's not. Well, I don't know about other places, but it ain't how it works here in Florida. Okay, that's weird. That's really weird. Okay. How about we just pay for this? How about you pay for this, man? How are you going to pay today? You're going to pay in cash? Okay. How about you give me $50 fucking dollars today? And hey, look, how nice. You don't even have to think. $20. Add that payment, man. Record. Boom. Change given $20. Let's view that receipt, shall we? And see. How beautiful is that there? Guy had a $50 bill. Guy didn't really have to pay taxes. I guess we covered the taxes or something. Why is it doing that? That's just weird. Cool. Okay, there you go. Have a nice day. New transaction. Hey, look, that guy's back. Hey, man, I found my gift card. Okay, cool. Let's get back to the sale. Yeah, that's weird. I can't believe I didn't notice that with the $59.99. Okay. Well, tell you what. How about we pay? And you got a gift card today. Okay, that's great. Is there a payment ref? So hold on. I'm kind of curious here. Okay, there we go. I was about ready to say, so wait, do I have to apply it to the reference, or what am I doing here? Okay, so that's cool. At least it's smart enough, because for a moment there, okay, let's apply the gift card, and then record. And then there we go. Let's view that receipt, shall we? It says it was a gift card. That's perfect. Okay, so we definitely got to figure out what the hell is going on with the taxes here, because that is just weird. So, cool. All right. Yeah, that new transaction, and then you're ready to go. And just for shits and giggles, let's check that balance on that gift card, shall we? So let's see here. We got 18956. $40.01. Makes sense because it was $59.99. Oh, you could retrieve it. Oh, never mind. That's doing that. I'm an idiot. I forgot what I'm doing. It's okay. That's what makes it entertaining, right? Okay, so before we start messing around any more with this, let's figure out what is going on with the taxes. So I think before we do that, let's see, since this is a salesperson, the salesperson shouldn't have any abilities to, wow, can't even run reports. I guess that makes sense. Don't really need that or anything. Restaurants, and then, yeah, perfect. Can do refunds too. How about we check out refunds? Okay. Since we're here, let's check out refunds. Let's say, and that's probably the benefit of, oh, cool, you can browse transactions. That's fantastic. So this is when you probably want to ask for a receipt, or, hey, look, you can put in a statement, hey, I want to do whatever with receipt and whatnot. So, obviously periods all, and that's cool too. So you could do all the periods or however far that you go. I know with the Del Harris thing, once when you do your closing procedures or your Z reports, I believe, because you got Z reports and X reports, I believe. And I think the Z reports is what gets you your data, and then the X reports is what clears all the data and whatnot. And obviously, when you clear the data, then that's, typically for any kind of system, you won't be able to recover that. Okay, so tell you what, how about, I'm really curious. Let's do that gift card. Let's do that gift card. And let's see what's going to happen. Since we used the gift card to buy Halo 5, let's see if it's smart enough to know, hey, I want my money back. Will it know that it has $40.01 on there and say, hey, we can't do this? Or will it say, hey, here's $100? So I'm just curious. So let's actually do that. Wow, I think it will. Okay, so there's that gift card transaction, just quantity. Okay, so you can adjust the unit value. So if somebody's like, hey man, I want to, or whatever, but tell you what, I'm just curious to say, hey, let's just do whatever, and then let's process the refund. And I think it was a card. Yeah, let's put it on the gift card. Let's put it on the gift card. Oh, you could do check or oh, wow. So no card. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's something to kind of keep in mind there, too. I guess if you use this, is it doesn't give you an option for a card. So, which I guess kind of makes sense if you don't want to deal with the card fees or whatever. I know usually people is, hey, look, this is what I want. So I guess if you are using this for a business purpose, because I didn't see any settings about refunds. So, Yeah, so this gives cash, check, or gift card. So let's just say cash, and we'll give $100, and let's just say record. And yeah, I guess that's it. The guy got paid back $100. Okay, so that. Okay, so now I want to take a look at the gift card again, because this might be good food for thought if you're doing transactions with people and stuff, because you may not want to refund gift cards. I mean, I really don't know anybody that does, to be honest, but just in case, if hey, yeah, whatever kind of thing, which I guess kind of makes sense because it's just seeing this as a transaction or something. So okay, cool, so we did that. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's just take a look at the gift card again and see if the balance changed at all, because I'm kind of curious. 18956. Wow. Okay, so it's still going to say that there's $40.01 on there. So, rightfully so. It completely depends on a store policy on how you do things. I really don't know anybody that will refund a gift card. So, but hey, that was a fun little thing to go through, though, because, yeah, if you got salespeople or something that's handling whatever, hey man, bought this gift card, want it back, okay, we'll give you $100 cash. And don't get me wrong, because I guess technically, they would have to give you back that gift card. Technically. So, yeah, I guess it would work out in the end, and then you just kind of destroy it or whatever. I know you can look up gift cards and things, and don't get me wrong, like the Dale Harris thing was kind of the same thing, where you could look up gift cards. It could give you balances and things like that if people wanted to know. But I don't think you were able to have a lookup list or something, which I guess is something we can see if we can find after when we figure out this tax issue that's going on. Yeah. So cool. Yeah, no, we'll still play around with the gift card and things, even though we got ripped off. It's cool. It's my business practice. Customers first. Okay, so we're gonna log off and we're gonna log on as Laz again, and we're just going to take a look at these taxes. What is going on here? Actually, what's up with the taxes report? Let's not. I'm just messing around. Okay, so in all seriousness, options, I believe. Yeah, here we go. Options, tax. Oh, I'll bet it's because I have this box checked. Oh, items priced are tax inclusive. I'll bet that's what the hell's going on here. Okay. Let's try another transaction, shall we? I'm a manager, got nothing better to do, and here I am checking out my fuck up. Hey man, I need some batteries. Okay, let's get you some batteries there, baby. Oh, hold on. First and foremost, let me make sure I have that. Even though I think it's going to auto-select that, just, do that. Okay, cool. Ding, ding, ding. Hello, there you go. Okay, yeah, I was an idiot. Okay, that's very interesting for that. So I don't know. I guess that might be like a benefit thing, or if it's, I don't know. That's so weird to have that in there, because I think it would change your tax, or it changes the price. Well, no, it changes the price of the item, so it's still that item's price, but then the taxes still apply. But then that's what's weird, because if I'm selling it at that, when I file all my store sales and things, well, hey, I sold everything at $24.99. Okay, well, now you got to pay $24.99, or you're paying sales tax on $24.99 times this amount at this percentage. And I'm kind of technically ripping myself off if you select that checkbox. Yeah, so cool, neat. All right, cool. So that actually works now, which kind of makes sense now that I see that. And hey, let's pay. So how are you going to pay today? You're going to pay in cash. Yeah, check. Let's pay with a check. And so this is probably where you want a payment reference, a check number or something. And I think that's what we're going to do this time. So let's say, because everybody uses checks these days. Let's say the guy gives me $30. No. Tell you what. How about this guy gives me $40? Because he wants some change. He's got the vending machine or something, and let's say check number this or something, and let's hit that record button, and there you go, man. Now we got a payment reference and change given, and boom, check with a reference number, which is pretty much, hey, what was the check number? And I think that's where that can come in handy. Or I guess you can kind of use the reference number if you want to be sophisticated and fancy, and hey, let's have a PO number. And hey, look, now salesperson's Laz Dragon. I feel like for anybody in the sales industry, look, not that it's not a bad thing to know the person that you interacted with, their name and whatnot. I'm not a big fan how it's that. I'm pretty sure we could say Laz D or just a final initial, because you could have 7 Roberts working at your facility. Well, hey, this guy Robert was a dickbag at the cash register with me. Okay, well, who is it? Well, it was Robert P, Robert D, Robert Q. Okay, then then you can figure out who to talk to or whatever. But I don't know. Like for me, a first name I feel is sufficient. I mean, I know there could be multiple people's with the same name, but I'm just not that big of a fan. For that happening and whatnot. Okay, how about let's do another sales. And, I know I'm in the manager thing and whatnot, but, we'll just do another new transaction again. And, okay, so this time it's a computer support thing. And, cheapskate Magoo's coming back with his gift card that he got his money back on, and he just wants some extra service and things. So we had to do some on-site shit. So we had to do some on-site PC support. So obviously, ooh, pardon me. Okay, so that's our code 103, which of course on-site PC support is just that. It's one item inclusive. It's a $17 upfront thing. That's how I did it then. So that's how that's going to show. And we got the taxes applied. That's perfect. Okay, and then let's say for this one, I had to drive really, 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 really far. So let's see here. So our 104 code is our mileage, and we're going to add that. And let's say I had to drive round trip 133 miles. Boom, there's that. And perfect, no sales tax applied. And it's like I said, I can't really remember. I don't think you can apply tax to mileage because it's like a federal mandated thing or something. I mean, don't hold me to it. I'm not here to give you business advice. We're here just testing out this program. Okay, and then let's say, because, granted, if I go there, okay, cool. So the on-site visit's $17. I did 133 miles round trip at 60 cents. Okay, there's that. So now we're at $97.99, and I had to do hardware repair and removal for that. So that's 10. Nope. Or you can manually enter in items, which I am not surprised. Let's see here. So we got a 101 here, and let's just say I had to remove a network card, or I had to update drivers or something. I don't know. Let's say I had to do both. Let's say I had to do both. So I'll just say 2. because it was for each instance that I had to do it. That's one reason why my prices were so cheap, because it was all unit rates. So if I had to repair it and remove it, well, that was 2 actions, so $6. Okay, cool. So, all right, that's $110.83, and let's pay. So let's try using the rest of this gift card here. So we're going to add this payment, and let's just use the gift card here. So that's 18956, and apply that. Let's see, gift card only has $40.01. Apply this amount to the purchase. Yes. Okay, so boom. All right, so we know that now there's $70.82 left, and this guy's going to use a credit card for the rest of it, and then we're going to add that payment, and then boom. And let's record it. And then booyah, paid in full. Ripped off and paid in full. Only made $70.82 technically, you could say. Let's view that receipt just to see how everything's broken down, which, no surprise, not much changed here. Got the gift card and this, your total amount, and hey, look, here's all your payments and whatnot. So I think the thing is if you do like a debit card or something, I think you're going to have to add something for that, if somebody wants like the extra $20 or something, if that's your vibe too, because I know that's always hit or miss with people, cashing out or a check makes sense because you get paid whatever, you can pay the difference in cash if they go over, or they can pay the exact amount. But then again, there's not really anybody using checks anymore, so All right, well, this is pretty nifty. All right, so we're just going to close that, and I think we kind of got the gist for how everything kind of works and whatnot. I guess for now, I'll just say new transaction, even though it doesn't really matter. Let's check out reports, I guess. Let's see what reports have. This seems pretty simple and straightforward, to be honest, which totally makes sense. So I don't know. Let's just, generate that. So here's transactions, and that totally makes sense. So we got 3 for our Robert Smith guy, and 2 for Laz Dragon, which makes sense. And here's our totals for this. And you can email, fax, or save. What does save options give you? Oh, PDF. Just PDF, which shit, you can never go wrong with PDF. What if we preview it? How's that going to look? Okay, so, if you save as a PDF, then, hey, look, here's your sales transactions for the day or for whatever period, because it gives you a period of time that you can select and whatnot. And still looks all nice and professional and things like that. Neat. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool. Or you could save as CSV if you use like a program or something. So tell you what, how about we go back to transactions and let's take a look at refunds, which we've only have one with a cash amount of that. Cool. So, okay, so I'm a little curious here. So we know we have a $100 refund, right? So I'm just kind of curious, like, if we go back to transactions, did that... I think it did subtract that. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Let's do some quick math. That might actually be $327.56. Because the thing here is that... Let's see, $100 plus $30 plus $59.99. We're a horrible business. We didn't charge tax initially. $110.83. Okay, so yeah, so that's $327.56. Okay, so the other thing to kind of keep in mind here, when doing this, is I don't think this is going. It's looking at it in 2 separate reports, which I guess isn't really that bad if you think about it. I know with the Dell Harris POS system, when you close things out and whatnot, it would give you your totals for, like, if you ran a period of time or whatever, it would tell you how much you made in profits, how much were your losses, where was your inventory going, and things like that. And don't get me wrong, I think if you add that Inventoria add-in, I think that might do better with tracking. Maybe sales a little better, but it's like I said, I'm not trying that out. That I have zero interest in looking into that and trying to add everything and make it work. If this is seeming like something you might really like for yourself, then hey, get it and whatnot. I mean, we're still trying out a few other things, but the thing that I'm curious about for sure is this is not that bad of a trial for a single setting. I know we're going to close it and reopen it because sometimes with the NCH software here, you kind of have a few days to try it out, and then it'll lock features, or it'll just say, hey, look, you got to purchase it and whatnot. And I'm really liking this. I wish I used this when I was doing Dragon Networks. This is really nice and good, and it has all the same features and stuff that I'm kind of already used to. So cool. I forgot to turn that off. There's no focus mode, is there? Focus assist. I don't care about checking my emails. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But anyways, let's take a look at other things. So salespeople, I'm pretty sure this is just going to say who did what. You select periods again, sales. Wow. Okay, I kind of like that actually, how it's in a percent. Hey, who did most of the sales for the month or the period or something? I guess you can figure out who's doing what. Maybe one guy's selling better than the other, or you can do, if you care for your employees or something like that, you can, give them bonuses or something like, hey, look, for the summer month they're doing our sale. Whoever makes the most sales gets a extra $50 or $10 off coupon. Oh yeah, we still got to try coupons too, which I guess we'll do that soon-ish. We're just kind of looking at reports. Okay, and I'm pretty sure, if we go back to salespeople and look at refunds, well, hey, 100% was Robert Smith. And, that guy kind of fucked us over because, well, if you really looked into it. But it's like I said, I was really curious to see if the system was smart enough to know that. To be honest, I don't even know if the Dale Harris program's that same way. I never really got too deep into that one as well. I mean, by comparison, because that's like the only two. Well, this one is my first time trying out Copper, and then obviously Dell Harris. That one I've been using for a while, for Dragon Networks and stuff, and at least for my personal use. I've used sales terminals before, once upon a time, not a long time. Hey, let's check out items reports. So what do we got? We got refunds and we got sales. Okay, this is looking like a pretty steady, we know what to expect for reports here, right? So, this is a nice way to break things down too, to see, hey, what's really selling and whatnot. Wow, we got some mileage and whatnot. It's like, yeah, it's a lot of units, but it's a lot of quantity, or, well, I guess units you could say for mileage. But, it's not the big selling thing. It's like, okay, but our big selling thing, well, we got that gift card here, and that was one. But this, it's a gift card. So the guy said, hey, I'll have $100, and then, hey, look, here's your tax collected too, which is nice, I guess, if you want to immediately put that away or off to the side, even though we got ripped off for some of these transactions here. Yeah. That's cool. I guess let's see, refunds. Well, I guess you'd figure that out pretty quick. If you do the items reports and see refunds and in that and see the card number in that, it's like, wait a fucking minute. Hey, did you get the gift card from that guy? Oh no, he used it here and good job. So, okay. So, yeah, I guess you'd figure it out, but it's like I said, I'm positive a company would have something. And, okay, let's take a look at taxes. So, tax rate $9.66. And, obviously if you got, you know, things and what I guess that's really good if you're a mom and pop business or kind of like a pop-up thing or a food truck or something and just want to immediately allocate your money, or if you don't have an accountant or something, then hey, this can help you get that cleared away pretty quick. That's so you're not paying for it in the end, or however in the world people do taxes and stuff, you know. And we can look at our payment methods too. So, we've got our credit and oh wow, even gives change given. That's interesting. And everything here. So, okay, pretty interesting so far. So, okay. So far for me personally for this, by comparison with the Del Harris system. So first and foremost, with the Del Harris system, when you start your cash register, well, your point of sales terminal, it definitely treats it as if it is a cash register. So what's your till? Like if you're doing cash, well, how much do you have in your drawer? And it'll help calculate all that stuff and whatnot. So I'd say if you're cash based, yeah, you can track it, but at the end of the day, it's really an honor-esque kind of system where I guess you could run the payment methods report, and I guess you could see for cash, and then you can add to it. Hey, so we got $50 in cash today, so there should be $50 more in here than from when we started. So it could be that as well. I mean, it wouldn't be hard. It's just I guess those are just some of the features that I got used to. And don't get me wrong. I mean, we're kind of heading into a cashless society now. Cash isn't as much as king as it was before, but I mean, cash still has some pretty big value. You just can't go wrong with cash in general because you can just give it out and go. But enough of me preaching about personal beliefs and things like that. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I guess let's do another sales transaction, and for this, we'll get back to Robert again. Get back to Robert Smith, and we'll log in, and okay, so let's do some things. Let's end it off with some scanning and stuff. Somebody needs cigarettes. Whoops, that wasn't selected. Guess that makes sense. So somebody needs cigarettes, and they want pretty much a carton. So that's that's way too much. 10 cigarettes. So there you go for $90.95. Cool, great, awesome. So for this. I guess let's try to apply a coupon since we haven't tried applying a coupon here. And let's see how that works. So I'm wondering if we can just go to adjust discount. And that just adjusts that single price or the fixed amount. How do you apply a coupon? Oh, hold on. I wonder if you got to add it as an item. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. So our coupon code was 2AE3CV0. Okay. There you go. Okay. Never mind. Look. It's only because of the Del Harris program, because that has a separate thing. Hey, do you want to enter in a coupon, put in your coupon code or your value or, whatever have you make. Yeah, I forgot. So, because if you got manufacturer's coupons, which also makes me wonder too. So if you have a manufacturer's coupon, I know, here I am scratching my head because I think I got coupons. Well, I got coupons for pizza, but I don't think they got barcodes on them. No, makes sense. They got coupon codes though for online. But let's say I know now we're going to try something new. Okay, so let's say you have a manufacturer's coupon or something. You accept them, but they change all the time. And look, I really don't know how stores do it and things like that, because it's like I said, I've never done coupons before. Oh yeah, there we go. There's like, I got cans of air over here. That'd make a good coupon, right? Uh-oh, can I reach it? All right, there we go. Yeah, let's use this can of air as a coupon. There you go. So I'm fumbling around all over the place. Okay, so, oops. Okay, so, let me take a sip of coffee. All right, so just for shits and giggles, let's scan something that we have nothing in our items list. And let's say it's a manufacturer's coupon. Cannot be found. Okay. So, I'm wondering here. Let's just manually put in one. And if I put in an item, it has a drop-down list. But I'm wondering if I could just do this. Ooh. Yikes. Okay. See, now we're getting on to something. Now we're really getting on to something. So, I guess we could say coupon or something. Canned air, no item, default or none? None. Okay, yeah, that can go here, and let's say it's $2.50. Oh, well, whoops. Please enter a valid amount. $2.50? Is it because there's no amount? That's so weird. Okay. Wow. Ooh, okay. So that this okay. This is getting interesting now. So what if I do negative 250? I mean, I guess you could do that. I mean, okay, so that's a very interesting concept there to have is, and I mean, look, I don't know if big scale businesses are going to use something like this. You could. I can see this being scalable for sure. But, if you're definitely somebody with coupons or something, I think it has to be something that you provide in-house, or you can just, click the adjust discount. But then, can you do it for the whole order? Whoops. I fucked that up. What have I done? No, I know it's all filters and stuff. I don't really care. $2.50. Why did I put 10? Shit. Just one. Okay, so I guess you could do that. Or yeah, no. Okay, yeah, so the manual, it's no better than if you go in there and type it in, except for now it's an easy to put prompt box or something, so. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure like this is going to be the same thing, so if I just deleted that anyways. I'll just delete this anyways. Okay, so we still got our coupon here, and let's say, okay, now I got the manufacturer's coupon for the Newports or whatever, $1 off a pack or something. So if I did, actually, I guess if you do have that, I guess you could select the Newports, hit adjust discount, and then you could say $1 off. Right? But I think it's only $1 off for the whole thing. Hold on, let's see real quick. I think it did what I think it did, at least looking at it, because I know now we got the 10% off, and then we do the $1 off. So if we do $8 technically it'd be $7.50 times 10 is $75. Okay, yeah, no, it actually does it for your whole order. Okay, yeah, so I guess that's what you would have to do, honestly, is you could do that, and then when you have manufacturer's coupons, I was thinking if you had to scan them or something, but I guess for this you're gonna have to manually just put them in, and I guess if you do just kind of manually put them in, because I think that's gonna change the. Yeah, it's just going to say, if you change the name to it or whatever. But, if you save the coupons and things like that, everything would kind of make sense for whatever that they're doing. So, okay. All right. Yeah, no, so that makes sense. So I guess that's the thing to keep in mind is if you got something like a manufacturer's coupon or something that is item specific coupon, then you can just select the item, hey, 10%, $2, whatever. I guess that's how you can get around that. And then if you have your own coupons that you provide, then that's where you can have an item number, or the product number, or sales number, or you could very well use a barcode. I mean, why not? And I mean, hell, just to kind of prove that fact, if people don't get it, let's pay this off. Well, another credit card, why not? And just pay it. There you go, baby. Get out of here. Yeah, so, and that's the thing, too, is there's programs and things where you can create your own UPC codes and things. I'm not even going to bother going into it. You guys seen enough of whatever. But, I was only curious. That's why I grabbed a can of air. Something different to scan. Hey, would it know? So, yes, if it's not an item coded in there, you have to manually input it in, and yes, you can select, hey, look, this is now this, or this can be a manufacturer's coupon, or whatever. Whatever your policy is going to be is however that you can do it anyway. All right, so tell you what. We are going to move on to the restaurant functionality of this program, and let's see what this thing can do, honestly. Because I'm a little curious. I mean, for me, for the longest time, for what this can do, this is perfect. And I think this would be perfect for anybody else that just needs a point of sales or a POS system. You just got a cash box or something. You want to print receipts, and that's kind of cool too. Hey, do you want a receipt or not? Then you can say, hey, print receipt, and then you can print it. I know with the Dale Harris thing, you have to automatically do it, or it just won't print. Which, I mean, once again, the Dale Harris program, it is DOS based, so yeah. So, much more user-ish friendly, I guess you could say. But, I mean, pretty much does the same thing like anything else. No surprise. But, of course, this is, making me all cheesy and stuff because, that's who I be. Okay, so let's get back on to Laz again, and let's take a look at this restaurant functionality, shall we? Let's take a look at menus. Okay, this Okay, so we got menus and categories. Okay, so you got a menu, and then you got categories, and you got category and a description, and you got a name and a description for the menu. So I think the menu is where are you starting, the categories, whatever that's going to be, and I think the item is going to be what is the actual item itself. So I think no matter what, I think you have to start with a menu at least, because I think if you select item, or it'll just let you go right for it. But you know what, we're going to go the right way. So let's see, the name of the menu. Let's say this is summer lunch. Summer lunch. Lunch. Let's just save that. Or okay, so that you can just add things or whatever. Okay, so now we can do that, and we could say it's in the summer lunch menu. That's kind of cool. Meat dishes for mains. Okay, so summer lunch, let's see here. So we got guess let's keep it basic. Let's say we got a cheeseburger. Let's say, yeah. Cheeseburger. Okay, you got color too. That's fancy. Add. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Okay. Okay, cheeseburger. Save. Oh, dude, that's crazy. Oh shit. Okay. Cheeseburger only? We'll just say sandwich only. And we will say God, I don't want to get too technical. Lettuce. How the fuck you spell lettuce? Oh, this is neat. Look at as Laz struggles to figure out how to spell shit. This is a time. This is a great time. Okay, hold on. Jesus Christ. Okay, so okay, L E T T U C E. Oh shit, this is funny as fuck. Okay, so let's see. Lettuce and no bun. It's a wrap. No. It's a weird cheeseburger. Let's see. What the fuck do I like on a cheeseburger? Tomato or tomato. about potatoes and potatoes. Let's see, lettuce, tomato, onion, ONINS. Oh my god, I gotta Google everything, guys. This is horrible. I cannot fucking, wow, this is sad. It's okay. It's okay, you know. I like I like showing off my declining mental abilities. You know, I'm the one that has to live them down. So I don't know. Lettuce, tomato, onion. Uh, Ketchup. I think that's good enough. Let's say $8.99. Cheeseburger meal. Cheeseburger and fries. Let's say $10.99. I don't know. New item. Meal. You know, let's say add bacon. Let's say $1.50 or something. Yeah, let's see how that works. This category. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do sides. Cheeseburger, sandwich. Oh my god. Sandwiches. FRIES. I don't know, man. I know, I'm thinking pretty hard. I'm really quiet, aren't I? It's fucking, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to. I know I could have just did that. I'm not trying to get carried away or anything. I'm just trying to give options so we could see how everything works. I guess, you know. Uh, Tomato. Uh, Turkey, lettuce, tomato, bacon. $7.99. Let's just say sandwich only. Add item. Oh, I like this a little better. And I spelled turkey wrong too. I don't even know how much. It doesn't even say a price, does it? Fuck. I don't know. Let's do $11.99, even though that's more expensive than the burger meal, I think. Yeah, let's just do that. But let's. Can I edit that? Is there Turkey Club? Oh shit. I don't know. Yeah, let's just roll with this for now. It's cool. So here's our summer lunch menu. You know, no reason to have add bacon or something. Yeah, I'm just trying to think here, just to see how, because I don't know if you can add things or if add bacon is just going to be whatever. I mean, if you ever worked in fucking the restaurant business, this might seem a little familiar. Okay, so cool. Neat. I think that looks all right. View item list. Oh yeah, because it has all that other shit. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. I get it. It's a nice little nifty place to put things, and then that kind of makes sense and whatever. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, we got some menu items. Let's check out tables. Let's see how this is gonna work. Oh, that's cool. Okay. For this example, we'll do 6 tables. We will do 6 tables. So here, we got 4 number of seats. There's 4. Yeah, so we'll do 6. So we'll do 2, section 1. Let's see, table 2. Sure, two seats, section 2. Table 3. Section 3. Let's see, we got section 3. Table 4. Do 4 seats. This is section 1 again. If you do weird seating patterns, I've never bussed tables before. Look, I've worked at Burger King. I've never worked for tips. I know for some of the people I know and friends and things, I know from their descriptions and whatnot, they've indicated, hey, seating arrangements are weird as hell. So that's the only reason why I'm doing this all weird or whatever. So there's 4. Let's do section 2 again. And you know what? Section 2 is just those two-seater tables. You know what I mean? So section 2 with 2 seats. TION 2. Okay, and then we're gonna have a big party table in section 3. This one we're gonna have like 6 seats. This is section 3. TION 3, and we'll save it. Okay, all right, that's pretty straightforward, I guess. Let's go to terminal. Okay, makes sense. So, this is where you can do all this other shit. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So, terminal for because it's under restaurant. Okay. All right, tell you what. How about we log off as Laz, and we're going to log on as Robert. Let's go to terminal. Let's see. Let's do table 3. They want a cheeseburger meal. Add bacon. Okay, yeah. Cheeseburger meal, add bacon, and a turkey club meal. Void cash credit check. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so you can actually do everything here. Okay. Ooh, do you see how that just changed there? Let's do table 2. And they want a cheeseburger meal. Yeah, just cheeseburger meal. And then it's lunch rush, table 6. The fuck? Did I select table 6? This is cool. Oh shit. Uh-oh. I don't know what I'm doing. Ruh-roh. Tell you what, how about we go back to Rob? I wonder if the order cleared. Uh-oh, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Guess I could add another server or something. You did table 3, right? Fuck. But that's like cash out shit. That's really weird. Okay, so if I did table 3, cheeseburger meal, add bacon, turkey club meal. See, but that's payment. That's okay, but how would you push that order through? Because it's like, oh wow, I think this is like, well, it can't be like fast food because there's fucking tables. What the what the fuck is going on here? Okay, I'm liking this. This is cool. But like, if I hit, Okay, I guess let's just try to cash it out or something. Okay, so can I hit check? And it's put 0. Add payment must be a positive or proper currency. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So, wait. Okay, hold on. I don't want to cash that out. So, okay, I got this in now. So if I exit the console, and I can save it as a draft. Ooh. Okay, yeah, then I could do this. Oh shit, it did save that other one when that happened. Oh shit. Oh! No, don't void the transaction. Not yet. Oh, that's just... But... You know, I'm just thinking about this. I'm just gonna plug this. Good lord, this scanner hums so loud. Oh, well, I guess I have screws at the bottom of it. Whoopsie. Whatever. Oh man, Wow. So this is very interesting here because, okay, I know you can park orders. That's the whole idea. And look, having that easy to use terminal is fantastic, but if you can't park orders or send them to the kitchen, like how would the kitchen know what they need? This is where I'm kind of seeing a little bit of an issue. And hey, look, maybe I'll figure it out here, but you know, I just don't know. Okay, this is number 6, right? Oh shit. Yeah, let's void this transaction, shall we? Because it parked that other one, which I guess makes sense since I went to wherever. But you know. But that's the thing. So you get this. But how would... So like what? You would just read it to the kitchen, or I guess... Okay. Maybe I'm a little spoiled with the Dale Harris thing, because the Dale Harris thing, you can either hook up a monitor or an additional receipt printer for kitchen. You know, that's so you could put it in, and then as soon as you hit park, it'll send the order to the kitchen. Where I feel like this is just, okay, yeah, you could put it in and park it, or this is just for cashing it out in the end. Because it's just weird. It's just so weird. Okay, so, all right, let's just save it as a draft, because now I'm curious. Okay, I fucking forgot to put drinks there. That's fine. Fuck it. We don't serve drinks in this establishment. See, but then it clears things for table fucking 3, though. And we're still under Robert Smith. That's the thing I'm really confused about. I like this interface. it's nice. But okay, let's go to table 6. And I need 3. So if I type 3, can I get like three cheeseburger meals? No, you would have to hit that 3 times. Okay, but it adds to it. You could do 2 of those. Okay. But why? Okay. Okay, I'm curious. Did that park? It didn't. Still didn't park. Okay. Which makes sense because I cleared everything. But that's... Man, that's... Oh, why would you not have a park button or something? So I think... Okay, so I guess you could have the server take care of whatever. And, okay, so he's going to do table 6. They want 4... And there's one other guy with a turkey club because there's 6 spots or whatever. And that's the thing too. You put that in there, and I don't know. Let's just hit check or something, and hit record. And then I think it just goes there. But then that's okay. Now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong now. If you're a server, you know what section you're covering. Hey, you're covering section 1, you're covering whatever. Okay. And I just picked 2 different sections for one guy, which isn't usually how it works too. Which that was one of the other things I was going to try to kind of work out and mitigate and whatnot. So that didn't work out too well. I don't get it. Like, this is so nice and clean and crisp and perfect for any kind of touchscreen that you would want to do. But if you have to exit the console to open the drafts to see what is going on, and that thing didn't even save. It didn't even save. So that makes that easier, but if the person is going to pay then and there, then you would literally have to. So, okay, let's do table 6 this time. Tell you what, manager's on the floor. Okay, manager's on the floor. He's going to handle table 6. So we got 4 meals and one of those and whatnot. Okay, get that on there. Exit the console. So you would have to do that. Go here, save as a draft, save it, and then you parked it. Okay. Now, oh yeah, I guess I should try out the customer function after this thing. It's just... So the problem here is you can't... Okay, so let's say, what is going on here? What the fuck? Where is it getting all these parked orders from? It's like, okay, I change, and then it's like, oh yeah. Hey. Like, where is it getting all this from? Okay, so a manager can delete a parked order, which makes sense. I just, man, I do not like that. I do not like that. Why are you going to give a terminal thing to punch things in, but if they're going to cash out, they have to cash out then and there? So, okay, whatever. Manager's on the floor. Whoa. Hold on. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. It changed the salesperson. Shit. It's okay. It's fine. Fuck it. Who cares? Okay. Tell you what. Okay. Let's try doing this. Okay. These people are done. Let's select restaurant terminal cash. And then it'll pull up that order. Well, here for the payment received. Ooh. Okay. So, the thing here, look, I guess the thing is, at the end of it all, I don't think. Okay, so I guess the best way to put this isn't restaurant efficient. This is great. This is great to have if you want an easy to use point of sales to put in orders. Because, look, it's like I said, boom, boom, terminal, and boom, whatever. That's weird how now it's saying table 6 or whatever. So I think the terminal is really, 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 really only for you put in the order, or really, really, I think the terminal is more for at the end of the meal. I don't think, I guess it's up to the restaurant themselves, because I kind of thought this would be set up where you can just say, okay, let's put in the order, and then this can get sent to the kitchen, which I want to take a look at some of these settings here before I get into anything else, because I'm just a little like, I don't know. Hold on, let's bring this up here real quick. So if we check out the screen references, so for the restaurant terminal, let's see, if not created, got to create. Let's see, existing menus displayed. Yeah, as we've seen, click on the item, order. Okay. Increase it by 1. Click on the item in the row, then click on the quantity on the keypad and whatnot, and press X, and then cancel, start a new one. Click on the void. Click change switch staff, and then exit the console to exit to the payment terminal screen. Okay, so yeah, so that is just for input and entry, and then you got to do all of your payments here. Okay. All right. Well, let's pay out. Let's see. So they're going to pay in cash and tips. There's nothing for fucking tips. That's crazy. Well, I guess you could do, I don't know. Let's say they paid $70. See, then it shows change given. That just, I don't know. That's really weird. All right, I'm going to take a break. All right. Sorry, I had to do a quick little break there. Okay. So, really, through and through, I think we kind of covered over everything that this program can do. I know the buy online's the buy online. The refunds is likely the refund thing that you could do. Sharing, well, obviously, Google Plus. Google Plus, and obviously the suite is the series of other things that you can add in, because they try to make all their programs interchangeable and work together, which is kind of nice. It's technically your one-stop shop. So I guess before we do all that, so for one thing, this is an unlicensed version. I just want to try to open and close this a few times, because I know that they usually have a limit number of uses. This is usually shareware and not freeware. So multiple businesses. What's that? Oh, cool. You can add a bit. So I guess I could have created a restaurant one or something. Okay. Well, that's just interesting. Cool. Okay. So for right now, no, close program. So for right now, we are just going to just kind of reopen it again and see what it's going to do. Here we go. Here you go. Thank you for using Copper. You've been using the demo version, which includes all the features of the Plus version. Okay. Which, I mean, look, let's be a little for real right now. You're trying it out before you buy it. And to be honest, for how open that is, I think that's pretty good. I mean, look, you're getting a point of sales system or implementation because you're a business. You gotta spend money to make money. So, I mean, obviously, if that makes you kind of quiver, well, come on, really. So, let's see what the demo version has. I don't know how much that's going to do, or what I have no idea. I guess we're going to find out here. Let's just log on, just see what kind of restrictions now that this is going to have. I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah, what happens if you close this? Okay, then you get the full thing. So I guess here you go. Now you get the full thing. You can go to terminal, lunch. Whoops, I gotta select a table. Okay, table 1. He just wants a sandwich and a cheeseburger. Okay. And just say that's a draft. We're just gonna try some things, and then we'll open a draft and select that. And you know what? Let's put in that coupon code. Why not? 10% off. I wonder 2AE3CV0. I don't know if it needs to be capitalized or not. It doesn't. Boom! Look at that. 10% off. Man, say the $1.70. Look at you go. Okay, and let's pay credit. So this is probably the thing I'm not liking is there's also no tip amount, which I'm pretty sure for my few international people that's looking at this. What? Now look, I think NCH is based out in Australia. I think it's Australia. I think that's where they're originally based from. And I don't know if they got a tipping culture or not, and that could be the reason why it's not there. but I don't know. Let's just say record or whatever. Because, I mean, okay, so change given or whatever. So let's say... yeah, let's do transactions and let's generate and let's take a look at shit. Yeah, no, they ain't really going to help. Okay, so there's a whole nother downside of that right there is okay, so obviously if you're in a country that has a tipping culture, well, you're always given the change. Even if it's paid with a credit card or something, well, yeah, I guess you can look at change given for something. But then, I don't know. I just want to kind of look at reports and shit and just see, like, okay, you know, if you do have a tipping culture kind of thing, what is there some way you could try to figure something out? Because the Del Harris thing, you can add tips. So at least when it's kind of coming to the restaurant basis of the things, I don't think this is great for restaurant use. Just saying, I don't think it's great for restaurant use. I don't know. Items? Is change an item? I know it's not. Oh shit, I actually changed the name. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I guess that's the other thing to kind of keep in mind too, is if you edit the name. I can't remember if I was selling it as the salesperson Robert or if this was the admin, or not the admin dragon, or if it was Laz. You know, it's hilarious. But then it also shows right there, you know, for a discounted value for when that happened. Oh, damn. It doesn't show the others. Oh, yeah. I don't think I ever made any other sales on the new ports, did I? I guess not. Yeah, this is a very interesting business, but I guess you could have different things too and whatnot. Okay. Oh, payment methods. I'll bet payment methods. Change given. Okay, but that's also your problem there too. Is you know, if okay, cool. So yeah, I guess you can look at change given, but then what if you actually give the change for what they wanted and they gave you $5 or something, or hey, keep the change, or yeah. So I'm definitely going to have to say for sure this is probably not suited for restaurant use, hands down. And it's only because, well, okay. I do say that. Technically, you don't have to have tables. You could do like fast food or something. Hey, look, here you go. Here's your food and go, per se. I'm pretty sure you could do that. Which I don't know. I guess let's try that theory. Can you make a sale without doing things? Let's go to options. Or wait, no, not options. Restaurant tables. Let's just get rid of all these fucking tables. Fuck tables. It's a food truck now. Yeah. Fuck that. We're a food truck. Okay, let's go to terminal. Please add tables. Okay. Ignore it. Okay, I want a cheeseburger and a meal. Let's pay with a credit card. Add payment and record. Boom, done. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I guess for like fast food or whatever, or on the fly ordering, or not ordering, but payment, order and payment. So, yeah, so that's definitely the big thing for sure about this is if you're going to use this for restaurant use, you absolutely Absolutely. Still have to have like a check system or something. You won't be able to use this because even when you put it in, and even if you like did have drafts or something, which obviously everything's been processed right now, you can't even say like print receipt to just okay. I'm going to give the ticket, the receipt, the order, however you want to call it, to the kitchen to make the food. No, you more than likely still have to kind of do it like diner style, write it down on a book, on a sheet, then give it to the kitchen, and then really this is just to cash people out. That's which I mean, if you think about it, well, that's kind of the idea and whatnot. But call me spoiled, this is, I mean, I thought it was going to have more features and functions. This is pretty good, but not as good as I thought it was going to be. All right, so tell you what, how about I'm not going to actually buy online. Let's see what this is right now. Okay, so I'm guessing they're doing a deal right now. Okay, so you could get the Copper Point of Sale Software Plus, which is normally priced $80 for $39.95. Or you can get the Copper Point of Sales Basic, which is a standard edition, single installation license. So this has full features and single installation license, which I think what we did was with the full features. So you would have to see what the basic has, which I guess we'll take a look at that real quick. Or you got the Copper Point of Sale Software Plus quarterly plan, which is unlimited ongoing use of professional version. And all upgrades billed $9.99 quarterly. And full plus for only 11 cents per day. Yeah, because remember, that's for a single license. So if you're trying to set up 4 terminals or POS systems, you got to buy 4 of those. And the thing too is with the pricing, I know sometimes they do deals and things like that, and it could just be these are their new prices because things, and and they always do like you can add things and bundle them and whatnot. So there's the Inventoria thing. You get the corporate edition, and it's like I said, or Express Invoice Plus if invoicing. They always do things. It's kind of cool. So I guess I think they're both the same link. Yeah, they are. There's no difference. Okay. Let's see what the differences are. If it talks about the differences between the two, so you guys can get a little bit of a better understanding of that. Let's see. Streamline the retail checkout process. Prints receipts, manages products and pricing. Let's see here. Let's see. Features, record sales transactions quickly and easily. It sure does. Generates and prints professional looking receipts. I think it does. And I know you can edit them and modify names and things. So, that ain't to your liking or you don't like how things are worded. Well, then there you go. Supports receipt printers that use roll paper. It sure does. Works with touchscreen terminals and barcode scanners, eliminating need for mouse and key, which obviously we did, and I didn't even look at that. Just took a chance on that one. Let's see. Manages items pricings and offers discounts. Sure does. Reports to analyze sales by salesperson for an item. Pretty decent reporting, in my honest opinion. Can integrate with the Inventoria thing to maintain inventory data and quantities across all aspects of your business. That's the other benefit too for inventory or whatever, because other than that, you're just looking there and then you're just kind of manually doing it yourself. You could pretty much say if you don't get that, or if you want to streamline it and make it all integrated, then there you go. You can buy that, and that's the benefit for syncing and for syncing the software and stuff. Data backup, restore features, keep data safe. Didn't try any of that. I'm pretty sure that's going to work. It usually does. Installs ready for ready for printing in less than a minute. I definitely agree for that one because, if you pretty much have everything set up, because you can export things and all you got to do is go to another terminal, or you have it set up where you have a back office server or a corporate server or something, well, that could communicate to the server, well, then guess what? It just has to go to here, and, instead of going to each terminal to add a person, you can also do something like that too. I'm positive you can do that. We ain't going through all those features and functionality. It's going to be very easy for day-to-day operations. I agree. I think anybody can use that. So that's kind of weird. It doesn't really say what the differences are. Barcode scanner. Yeah, it doesn't say what the differences are for the Plus and the Standard Edition, because I know this is in demo mode, or it's in demo, or maybe this is standard. I don't know, but I mean, look, it's kind of your call. For $40, at least right now, it's $40. I don't know how often they get things, or how often, because I don't really buy software from them often. So and I know, like, I'm signed up to their email thing, so they do discounts every now and then, like holiday discounts and things. They'll do 50% off everything, or on certain products, or you could add a code in checkout, and hell, here you go, right here, buy now for lower prices for June only. Around 50% off the normal price before the end of June. So I guess technically, I think that's 50% off. I don't think it is exactly, because that's 40. Whoops. Yeah, it should be 40. Yeah. So whatever, and taxes and applicable things apply for wherever you live by your region too. So that's the other thing to keep in mind too. They can do that. I know if you live in North America, I think they have I think they have another location in North America too. But I know that they're originally based in Australia, the company, but I think they have like an office, here in North America. So yeah. Yeah, I think that about covers that, honestly, for this. We covered everything about this. Pretty cool. I'm quite impressed. And I'll probably have a follow-up thing around the end and whatnot, but yeah. But yeah, pretty cool. All right, guys, so here's that follow-up thing around the end. Look, Copper POS is a pretty nifty program. I think it's a pretty good startup program if you have the computer and the hardware and everything, already purchased, or at a discounted price from like a store closeout or something. And I think it's worthwhile to purchase and give it a try, at least from me testing it out. So, through and through, my only glaring issues with the Copper POS system really is just the restaurant portion. I do not think this would be the best thing to use for a restaurant. You absolutely can. And it really comes down to that user terminal interface. Which really, that's what you kind of need to operate at a restaurant. Otherwise, you're just going to look at the lookup list every single time and select the food. But it's like I said, everything else is good, but I can tell you the restaurant aspect of it, I think there's probably other programs out there that are a lot better, that you might have to pay more money, or something like that, and so forth. I just don't like how it just only focuses on the transactions themselves. And you know, and I know I kind of said it a few times in the video, you know, with, you know, and call me spoiled, but with that Dell Harris POS program that, you know, I do have on, you know, hosted here as well, that's absolutely free, and yeah, it's DOS based. It has the capabilities to push tickets or print tickets and for orders and sales, or for food orders, not for sales, but for food orders in general. So that's kind of the thing there is really you're only using this to process transactions, and that's it. You know, just kind of, you know, looking back over, I think even if you do a restaurant with tables, I don't think you're even able to print even like a receipt, kind of like how some restaurants, hey, are you ready for the check? Yes, okay. You're not even really even able to print a receipt to give them a check to pay if you do a sit-down restaurant experience. I think that's a huge no-no, at least for me. So I just, I don't like that. I mean, yeah, you can get, for the kitchen thing, you can write it down on a check order or an orders book and then give it to the kitchen. It can make the food. But then that's also the thing too, is if, hey, can I get the check, please? Well, you're either going to have to write down all the prices on that book because you're not able to process a receipt. So, yeah, you know, I mean, if you're going through all that, you might as well just kind of use a cash register to price that out, unless you really care about your food inventory, you know, which, at least for any small mom and pop place, I don't think they really would care all that much. Yeah, I mean, that there is really a huge letdown. The other letdown, which obviously, since I'm from America, you know, at least for sit-down restaurants, you know, if I want to be open about it, because I know it's a very hot button topic, but tipping. Look, if it's a sit-down restaurant, you're giving me service, you're getting my food, you're getting my drinks, you damn well deserve a tip. You know, if I'm going there and it's a to-go order and I'm picking it up, why am I tipping you to prepare my food? You know, like, that just doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm doing all the work myself. Obviously, if it's a delivery or something, well, of course, I would like to tip the driver and whatnot. You can't separate tips. You just won't be able to. You know, you would have to be, if you want to use this as a sit-down restaurant here in America, and either you would have to say, hey, look, we don't tip, or you can apply an additional fee to every order or whatever. Hey, look, this is their tip or something. And you know, this is just me now thinking about it. Then yeah, I guess you could do that, and then as long as you're upfront about it, because obviously if you tack that in around the end, people aren't going to get happy about that. But yeah, no, that's a very big deal here in the States. So great program. I think it's good for POS use for anything other than for a restaurant, which is kind of sad and bad because that's one of the features that it has on there. That's kind of really the only additional feature that is on there besides, you know, adding in, you know, any hardware or anything like that and whatnot. So, you know, my overall review with the Copper POS system, I give it an 8 out of 10. You know, I think it's great to have. Just I think there's plenty of other options out there for restaurant use. I mean, and who knows too, you know, they update their products relatively frequently, so I wouldn't doubt, you know, if I were to say something, or, you know, if somebody else kind of included, you know, contacted him, say, hey, look, you know, is there any way that you could do this or XYZ or something? And who knows, you know, they might, you know, they might have something, or they might have a tutorial program or something for that. But yeah, but that's my final review for this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of 5 for this series, and yeah, hopefully I can keep this momentum going and make more for you guys. All right, until next time.